Hey guys, Video James, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to use Lucario and Mega Lucario. Mostly Lucario, a little bit of Mega Lucario in there, because with Lucario, his sets kind of work either way. That whatever one you use him on, it can possibly work out, but a lot of the time, you might want to put him on a regular Lucario. But anyway, when we look at Lucario, we see we got the fighting steel type, meaning we've got weakness to fire, fighting, ground, and actually we don't have a weakness to psychic anymore, because I think steel is resistant to psychic now. So that kind of makes it easier for Lucario to win, because it's getting resistances to stuff like fairy, complete immunities to stuff like poison, and then just other resistances to stuff like normal, ice, rock, dragon, dark, and steel. So we're basically seeing a lot of resistances, and quite a few actually being able to hit well. That he can hit normal ice, I think he can hit rock super effective too, as well as steel, fairy, ground, and ice again actually, because steel I think is super effective on ice too. And then we see we got Lucario's abilities. We got Steadfast, speed raises by 1 every time Pokemon flinches. I absolutely love that ability, just because it takes absolute advantage of the Fake Out. And we got Inner Focus, this Pokemon does not flinch. Don't really like it that much, just because Steadfast kind of works better in terms of flinching. And then we have the hidden ability Justified, attack is raised by 1 stage when hit with a Dark-type move. That's kind of good, but I don't really think it is on Lucario, because it doesn't have that much sustain. That with Lucario, you've only got about 1 super effective hit and you're dead, and you're probably never going to see a dark type hitting a Lucario. But anyway, when we look at Lucario's stats, if I can get down to him, because there are a lot of moves, we see he's got basic 110 in the attack, 115 in the special attack, which actually kind of reverses once he Mega Evolves, 90 in the speed, 70 in both defenses, and then a 70 in the HP. So definitely more of a sweeper than a tank. You're not really going to be able to survive anything with 70 defenses and 70 HP even, unless you invest in him. And with Lucario, you're not really going to be doing much investing, unless you're running something like Calm Mind or Bulk Up, which I wouldn't really run, just because he gets access to Nasty Plot and Swords Dance. And then we see Mega Lucario gets one of the most overpowered abilities, Adaptability. Increases the same type attack bonus from 1.5 to 2. So stuff like fighting and steel type moves will do 2 times damage instead of 1.5 now from the stab bonus. And then we see Mega Lucario, it's got 145 in that attack now, so it's absolutely buffed. 140 in that special attack, so like I said, attack and special attack kind of get reversed when it Mega Evolves. 112 in the speed, 70 in the special defense, and then 70 in the HP and 88 in the defense. So again, absolute sweeper that with the defenses being as low as they are, you're not really going to get much of a tank. You still can get a bit of a tank, but it doesn't really work in your favor all the time. And then we move on to Showdown. We see the sets we got. Basically, sets that Lucario only really got that option. That I haven't really seen anyone try and run a Rest Lucario, or and I haven't really seen a lot of Calm Mind Lucarios either. Those have been kind of going down in popularity. The Calm Mind and the Bulk Up ones. So when we look at the first Lucario set, we see Focus Sash with Steadfast, Nasty Plot, Aura Sphere, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, and then we see just absolute special attack and speed buffing. Now, Nasty Plot raises the special attack by 2 stages, meaning you're going to get, what is that, 329? You're going to get somewhere around the 600s. Or does Nasty Plot raise by 2 stages? Yeah, it raises by 2 stages. Alright, I had to confirm that. And then we see Aura Sphere, never misses, is a fighting type move, so it's getting stab bonus. And it's got like a 60 or 80 base power or something. 80 base power. So we're seeing Lucario's got one of his best moves, is actually a signature move. And then we got Flash Cannon, 80 power, 100% accuracy, and it doesn't really have a secondary effect. Where is Flash Cannon? I know it's here. There it is. But it's got a 10% chance to lower the special defense of the target by 1. which means you're probably never going to see a special defense lowering from a flash cannon. Go away, low battery. And then we see Dark Pulse just for that coverage of other stuff that we got. Coverage for ghosts and psychics if we can't hit them. But you could also run Vacuum Wave, which, if I can find it here. No, it's in the useless. I don't know why, because it's actually really good. Vacuum Wave. 40 base power, 100% attack, or 100% accuracy, and it is a priority move. So it's like the fighting equivalent of a Bullet Punch. And with that nasty plot raising your attack by 2 and bringing you up into the 600s, Vacuum Wave is almost always going to get at least 9/10 of the enemy's HP gone. So you can run that in place of Dark Pulse, but basically Nasty Plot, Aura Sphere, and Flash Cannon are going to be your main 3 moves for this set, and then alternate between Dark Pulse and Vacuum Wave, whichever one you want to use. And then we see the stats, like I said, max special attack investment and max speed investment, throw the rest into HP, and then slap on a Timid Nature, because with Lucario, while he is slow, you're going to want to get that speed off, because he'll be hitting in the 300s, so he'll still be able to outspeed at least a few Pokemon. And then with his special attack being as high as it is, like I said, after one Nasty Plot, you're hitting almost 670. In fact, I think you actually get really close to 670. Ugh. And then we see the second set, nearly identical, but it's a physical set. So we've got Swords Dance, Close Combat, Earthquake, and Bullet Punch with the Focus Sash and Steadfast. And we've got max speed investment, max attack, and a Jolly Nature instead of a Timid. Now, Swords Dance and Close Combat are actually really good, because Close Combat, having the immense power that it does, it actually gets off a lot more combos than you'd think. That with the 120 base power and lowering the user's defense and special defense by 1, you're not really going to care much about that, because Close Combat, after one Swords Dance, is basically win. That with Swords Dance boosting your Close Combat by 2 stages, and your attack reaching somewhere into the 300s, I think it is, because it hits about the same as a special attack. Yeah, it hits about the 300s. That you're hitting 319, and with Swords Dance boosting that up, you're going to hit somewhere around 340, or bleh, why can I not say the numbers right? 649. And then we see Earthquake just for kind of coverage, and then Bullet Punch for priority and stab. That Bullet Punch having 40 base power, but the priority usually doesn't matter that much, because after a Swords Dance, it's basically just instant win. And then, like I said, Focus Sash, again, just so you can take the super effective hits. Attack boost completely, special defense boost completely, and then slap on a Jolly Nature and throw the rest of the EVs into HP. And we see the final set is actually Mega Lucario, which is absolutely beastly. That Mega Lucario gets adaptability, making it almost unneeded for you to run anything like Swords Dance or anything like that. That you get basically 389 attack if you max invest without a nature, and 420 something if you do put a nature in, and that basically just makes Mega Lucario an absolute sweeper. And then we see for the moveset for this one, we've got Close Combat, Bullet Punch, Earthquake, and Blaze Kick. Now, the reason I like Blaze Kick now is because with the current metagame and the current kind of Pokemon that are being run, you're going to want at least one Fire-type move on something. That one Fire-type, like Mega Charizard X or Mega Blaziken, could end up saving you in the end with stuff like Celesteela or Avulogue or Mamoswine. But anyway, Blaze Kick just for that fire coverage and the damage. Close Combat for that stab plus the power, reaching into almost ridiculous amounts of attack. And then Bullet Punch for that priority and stab. And then Earthquake just for the absolute sheer power of it. Now, you can run Rock Slide instead of Blaze Kick, in case you run up against something like Talonflame, but Talonflame's kind of been going down in usefulness. That, since the Gale Wings nerf, it's kind of gotten cast off to the side, that basically after it's used one Brave Bird, Talonflame's basically useless with Gale Wings. So, that's why I run Blaze Kick, just because the usefulness for Rock Slide is kind of gone, that Rock Slide's not really seen that much anymore a use for, because stuff like Mega Blaziken and Mega Talonflame and Talonflame have kind of just gotten thrown out of the picture, that almost no one uses Mega Blaziken anymore, and Talonflame's just absolutely gone since the Gale Wings nerf. And then for this set, it's basically almost identical to the first set, that we've got 252 in the speed, 252 in the attack, and then 4 in the HP. And once again, Jolly Nature, just for the special attack reducing plus the speed. Did I say first set? I meant to say second set. Or wait, yeah, second set is what I meant to say. But anyway, that's going to be it for how to use Mega Lucario and Lucario. Like I said, the sets are kind of transferable, but only if you're not really facing anything that can super effectively hit your Lucario. That, unless you're not getting hit with a super effective Lucario, can't really take that much of a hit, so you're going to want to be able to block a lot of stuff. But anyway, I'm going to leave this video here, so if you guys liked it, you can slap the like button as always, and I will see you guys later.